When I get older, I want to be just like these guys. Michael Douglas, Kevin Kline, Robert De Niro, and Morgan Freeman are all in this movie that's kind of like The Hangover. A lot of people are calling it The Hangover to the Hill. Get it? Cheesy, I know. Called Las Vegas. And it is a movie that follows these four guys. In the beginning you see them as young kids and they're having a good time. Then it hits the screen 58 years later and everyone has a laugh because then you're like, oh, here we go. Now we're going to get into 40-year-old plus people's problems. We're going to get into their life situation, starting off with Morgan Freeman, and you know they have it's funny. It's one of those movies where your parents would really enjoy it more than you would because they would get the little jokes that I didn't get, and that is what happened. There are funny moments, but there are moments where it missed, and that tends to happen a lot. But I mean, there were a lot of funny moments, but there are moments that missed. But overall, it's charming, it's fun, it's funny to watch these guys. But in all honesty, if it wasn't these actors, it'd probably be a lot more boring because you have these great actors and they're so good. They work together, they have great chemistry, and they like I said, they work and they're funny. But I mean, the plot is pretty formulaic, and but it's still a very fun time to watch these old guys dance and have fun and party and drink and have hangovers, and it's really funny. It's like I said, it's very charming. You get the plot. Kevin Kline's character is getting married, and they want to have a bachelor party, so let's go to Vegas. But there's a darker sort of plot point that I won't reveal now that's in the movie because it would be considered a spoiler. There is a darker tone. It's not just them partying and doing things like that. There is an actual plot. I would say about 40% of the movie is funny and 60% is serious because it does get into some dark and serious moments, and they worked. I did care about what was happening. I was invested, and I was laughing at the same time, so it does a good well with that. Tonally, the tone is not ever off. But I had a problem towards the end mostly. It gets a little messy emotionally. I really can't explain it without giving you spoilers about certain scenes, but towards the end, it gets a little weird and it felt out of place for me. I don't know. I'm watching a different movie at this point, but that doesn't last long. It kicks right back in, and like I said, these guys are so much fun to watch. Play off of each other. They call each other names, and they're like they just want to live the rest of their lives having fun. They're tired of sitting around and getting girls to deliver soup to your place. They just don't want to go down that road anymore. They want to have a fun life until they eventually pass away. My favorite out of the four is definitely Robert De Niro. He was really good. I like him in a lot of stuff. In this one, I just liked watching his screen presence. He's funny, he's natural, he's a great actor. And in this, he's not mailing it in like he was in The Family. He's doing a very good job in this as well. Everyone pretty much does a really good job. Morgan Freeman was also really good. Kevin Kline was also great. And of course, Michael Douglas is always great. All these actors, there's no complaints in the acting department. They're all fun to watch. Banter back and forth, have their one-liners, and just mess around. It feels like someone recorded them, having a normal weekend. This is what these actors would be like if they're not on set and they're just hanging out in Las Vegas. That's what it felt like. I didn't feel like I was watching different characters. When I saw Morgan Freeman, I saw Morgan Freeman. I didn't see anybody else. I saw Morgan Freeman, and it worked because, like I said, if this was different, there are different people in the movie, it wouldn't work. If there were different actors and they weren't so well known, it would not work. But it's because they're so well known and they're so great and they're great performers that it is a really good movie, and it's very charming and heartwarming. And I would definitely go check it out. I would say buy it on matinee price. I would definitely go check it out now in the theaters. And if it comes out on Redbox and you miss it, go check it out too. It is definitely worth it, and I will give it a positive score. I'll go 3.5 out of 5 for Las Vegas, or The Hangover the Hill. Very fun, very charming, pretty funny. So what are your thoughts on Las Vegas? Let me know in the comment section below. Have you seen it? And if you haven't seen it, are you excited for it? Thank you guys for watching, and I'm the Modern Film Critic signing off.